Hello, all my parents, players, managers, and coaches. I would like to say thank you for joining us today. If you were on the original call, apparently it did not record. So I am re-recording this presentation for those that couldn't make it so that they can get all the ins and outs of the program. So again, thank you for all the parents who got their daughters to tryouts to be a part of this second year for me heading this program. Thank you for all those who made use of the volleyball clinic that we had prior to July 4th. And we just thank you because a lot of your girls benefited from that. And we are looking forward to seeing even more exponential growth. All right, so the one speaking presently is Rachel Cicerone. I am Rachel Cicerone, the head coach of the program. I am coaching varsity. Along with me, I have my amazing coaching staff. I have Marsha Jones, who has previously coached with me on varsity, but this year we've decided that the best placement for her is in JV alongside Hunter Cooper. So we're looking forward to great things from every single team. And we feel like the fact that those two are together, it's going to be a double wham. We have for the ninth grade team, Mr. Carlito Corville. He has been coaching in this program for many years and glad to have him back. And for the future program that we are looking to build, we have the awesome Renee Rogers who has joined us this year. She will be coaching with all of us, helping all teams this year, and then next year have her own inaugural middle school team. All right. If you go to this link, you'll get a access to our mixer that we had last year, our breakfast mixer where we started out the year, on a high note, having all parents and players. We had activities. If you want to see more from last year, you can click on that link or put that link in your browser. Hopefully this year we'll be able to do some sort of opening team mixer activity, but due to COVID, we do not know. All right, the summer is almost over. The summer, we have about 3 weeks left until the first day of school, which has been pushed back. Hopefully you know that. So essentially we have about 11 to 12 practices. And it is imperative that your daughter, you players, you make it to every single one. There's a lot that you can miss. Excuse me. There's a lot that you might miss in just one day. So do your best. The program calendar is up, and I'll explain and show where to get all of that. So yes, let's make the most of the days that we have left. All right, some program expectations. We expect everyone, all my players, all my coaches, all my managers, everyone involved, parents, of course, you're a part of it too, to be honest. And we want true transparency and true honesty as far as the screening questions that are asked before every practice. So if the girls have been exposed, have been in a hot zone area, have hot zone areas becoming everywhere, but if you've had close contact with somebody that has recently tested positive for the COVID-19 virus, we want you to answer those questions truthfully, because honestly, you're only hurting the program if you decide to, tell a lie just so that you can be present. We appreciate the fervency and the wanting to be a part, but it's going to cost the program at large. We also expect for you guys to use wisdom, be wise, in your decisions outside of being with the team, right? What you do outside of practice, outside of us gathering together can greatly impact when we are together. So practice social distancing, wash your hands, be mindful of how close you're getting to people. The next expectation, we want everyone to be on time. To be early is to be on time. So if I say practice starts at 2 and you arrive at 2, you're not on time. So you need to develop strong, punctual habits of showing up 15 minutes prior to start time. So that should be 1:45 for all these summer practices. We expect you to be proactive. If you find that there's something that you can do, you can just tell the coaches to do that could benefit the program. Don't sit on it. We want active visionaries to grow this program. Of course, don't get offended if whatever idea you present is not used right away. Just be patient with us, and we'll take everything into consideration. And last but not least, we want you to be amazing. All right. We want to represent Shiloh well, especially in the times that we're in. We want to show the community, the world, that there is something special at Shiloh, which we all know is the truth. All right. So for the members sign up, all players and all parents are required to be members of our website. So if you don't know by now, during the quarantine, I had the privilege and opportunity to build our own website from scratch. Of course, I used Wix. Thank you, Wix. But the Shiloh Generals Volleyball.com is available, and it's ready to go for the community to see. Now, you all that are in the program, so my parents, my coaches, my players, my managers, you all have inside access to deeper and more privy stuff. So it's like the community, they are standing outside the door. You guys get to go in, but you have to sign up first. I need at least one parent from each family, and I'm just going to show you really quick what that looks like. So you would just go to ShilohGeneralsVolleyball.com. And at the top, it should say team sign in. So mine doesn't quite say that. Let me log out really quick. So as you can see, everything here is what the community sees. Whereas what you guys get an inside scoop on is what's going to be on this team sign-in drop-down. Now, if you are on a computer, the view and the look of the website is slightly different, but you have access to the same information. So I'm logging out. So this is what you see, team sign-in. You would click that. Again, all members of the program need to do this. So you would just write your name, last name, first name, put an email and password that you want associated to the account, and then choose the appropriate option. You can see is varsity, junior varsity, freshman, coach, parent, or manager. So select the one that is appropriate to you, click sign up. Once you do that, I will get a notification sent to my phone to approve you. So that helps me to know, all right, let me verify, is this actually a player? Is this actually a parent? If I'm not familiar with your name, with the files that I currently have for the program, I'll just ask you to state who's your daughter or who you are to verify. Once you see that I have approved you, you should get an email saying you have now been approved. Next step is for you to click down here where it says login, already a member, log in. So when you do that, this site comes up. You would just simply put in your login information. Waiting for this to load. Excuse me. So once you officially log in, the next step is to then confirm or verify your email. So it's, you only have to do this the first time you're actually logging in. Once you're verified, the next steps won't take as long. All right, so that's essentially how the sign up goes. Due to service, I'm just going to continue. But you will find the program calendar on there, the site for girls to see the Quizlet where they have vocab to learn about volleyball. All levels need to go through the Quizlet of learning the vocabulary, not vocabulary, sorry, the volleyball terminology. There's 2 videos that they need to watch. And then for my varsity, they'll have 2 extra videos. And every team has a team test this Thursday at the end of practice. So essentially, every member of the team will get 1 question at random and they'll have to answer. And if they answer incorrectly, they will have to run a lap as a team. All right. So moving forward with our presentation, that's the member sign up. All right. Talking points is going to be used as a communication method, similar to Remind 101, where you'll sign up using a code or texting a number to the communications number, and you'll just receive updates regarding events, games, emails being sent out. And this is very important, especially the times that we're in where things can literally change really quickly. So be sure to sign up. All of the different teams are present here. So every parent and player, you only have 1 group to join. So if you're a freshman player, join the freshman code. If you are a parent, join the parent code. You shouldn't be joining 2. All right, this year we are continuing with the cheesecake fundraiser. We will start that effective the first day of practice, which is July 14th, Tuesday, July 14th, and then it will end, the selling ends July 30th. So you have essentially 2 weeks to rack up as many sales of cheesecakes for the program, and you can then tell the people that you're selling to that the pickup day is August 15th. So the parents will come pick up the cheesecakes for that order, and then you will be able to distribute as early as August 15th. All right, fundraiser specifics. The goal is that every player has to sell 20 cheesecakes or be given a penalty. So we'll talk about the penalty shortly, but we have a variety of cheesecakes that we're selling. It's New York cheesecake, strawberry, chocolate. Those single flavors will be $12. And then they have the sampler variety for $16. When you are receiving the funds, the payment from your customers, the only 2 forms that you can receive is cash or money order. And if it's a money order, it must be payable to Shiloh High School. All right, who can I sell to? Anyone and everyone. All right, a lot of you might be thinking, I don't know that many people. I don't know 20 people. Well, you don't need to know 20 people. Maybe you just need to know a good 11, and those 11 will purchase more than 1 cheesecake. You can text those that you haven't heard from at all quarantine. All right, so please, please, please don't limit yourself. Really stress the importance that why your daughter, why you as a player needs to sell All right, because what happens if you do not sell at least 20, your dues will increase by $100. So in order to keep the dues low, we're doing this fundraiser. Now you can opt out. You do not have to sell if you choose not to, but just know, be ready to pay $450. So other incentives to sell after your 20th cheesecake. So after you have taken care of the required 20, every cheesecake sold after that, each player will get $5 towards their dues. So $5 per cheesecake. Essentially, if you sell the minimum of 20 plus 70, so 90 total, you'll have all your expenses covered and you wouldn't have to pay us a dime. So just know the highest seller, I'm also going to be giving them a special prize for their work. All right, so the dues for this year is $350 and it's due before the first day of school. Now, the reason why that asterisk is present is because that 350 is contingent upon if they sell 20 cheesecakes. If they sell it, then it's 350. But if they do not, and if even if they miss it by 2 cheesecakes, 18 does not equal 20 for all my math wizards out there, right? 17 is not equal to 20. It must be 20 or expect $100 addition. So here's what your dues cover. Your dues will cover your spirit wear, practice shirts, different gear and items that you'll also receive that are not listed. Your the jerseys that we have to purchase every year for the program. All right. Pre-game meals. So every home game, every match, we will have a pre-game meal together. Referee and tournament fees, and then our banquet. So the girls will not have to pay a fee for the banquet because their dues cover it. But of course, the family members who would like to participate, they'll only have to pay a ticket. All right, what your dues do not cover. You are not paying to be guaranteed playtime. You are essentially paying to be a part of the program. Now, there is so much more that you are getting from the program than just playtime, right? You're getting how to work as a team. You're learning, you're building, leadership. You're building your efficacy for like striving to reach a goal and accomplishing it. So don't be frustrated if you sign up and then your playing time varies from another player, right? It's bigger than that. So just want to put that out there. For all my parents, we want you to be active. All right. If you look at our program from the past and other programs in the county, other successful programs in the county, the main difference is parent engagement and parent involvement. We really need parents to really take on the active role of just supporting us. We understand some of you work some of the hours where we play, but if you are available, we really want to see you given the fact that you're able to. We want you to get to know other parents in your daughter's team, other parents in other teams, right? Extend that umbrella networking. And then if we are allowed to have our concessions, every parent has to sign up for one concession stand date. We have a total of 9 home games between JV, varsity, and freshmen. And all you have to do is sign up for one of those days. And last but not least, selecting one or more of these committees to join. Now you see that the place you would sign up would be the member page. and you really want to select the one that you feel strongest for, you're feeling a tug, and just know if you feel pulled, a calling to do all four, by all means sign up for all four. It's a minimum of one, but maximum of all. So we really want the parents' support. All right, last year we were able to have our first annual climb to the top where we hike up Stone Mountain. This year, I plan on continuing that tradition, right? It's an analogy. This program, slowly by slowly, we will get to the top. We will get to the mountaintop, like MLK said. So the date for that is scheduled as of now, Saturday, August 8th, from 7 to 10 a.m. Of course, we will be practicing social distancing, asking girls to keep masks since we will be walking close proximity to one another, and social distancing will be required. All right, so I just want to share last year's video with you, a recap of last year. All right, so moving right along, Shiloh High School has been moved into a new region. So previous years, we've played schools like Archer and Grayson in our region, but we have now been placed in a new region, which includes Buford High School, Central Gwinnett, Decula, Habersham Central, Lanier, and Winder Barrow. This particularly is for the varsity. These are the teams we would have to play in the region tournament to know where we place in the region. And if you know anything about some of these teams, they really have an established great program, one as we're striving for. But just know that we have now been moved into a new region, which is 6A. We were originally 7A, and now we moved down to 6A. As of now, this is our tentative schedule for the 2020 season. It had freshmen and JV scheduled to have their first match August 10th. Now, we know that school has been pushed back 1 week. So essentially, we do not know as of yet whether or not that schedule will be able to stay, or we will be pushing everything just 1 week forward. Just look out for details on the schedule. This is just on here so that you can have an idea of who we will be playing and where, but not for the dates. All right, if there's ever a concern, issue, or challenge, here's the chain of command we expect our players and parents to follow. All right, so we're not calling anything problems because there's We're not believing in problems. It's just a challenge that needs a solution. So in the event, we need players to speak to their coach directly, right? Parents, don't be the first form of contact for this concern. Then if it's still unresolved, then the parents make contact and check in with that immediate coach on the status of that issue. If it continues to proceed, that parent or player can then contact me, the head coach, Coach Cicerone, and last but not least, should the athletic director, Robert Wilson, who's a great director over the Shiloh Athletics, he should not be contacted unless it is a dire emergency. We strive to build the self-advocacy of our players. We want them to be able to voice and express themselves on their own without any parent involvement for the first point of contact. All right, every parent and player will have to sign off that they read and understood the terms of our program contract. If you go to the members sign in, once you become a member and I approved you, you will then go to the parent player meeting tab, and then you will click. The contract will be there in a PDF format, and then also where to sign that you have read and you understood the terms of the contract. This must be signed prior to Tuesday's practice. So before the girls can practice officially a part of the program, that must be signed. All right, we're almost through here. This year, we're really asking everyone a part of this program to be flexible, right? Just like the rubber bands you see. We do not know what a season like this will look like. This is the first time we've been living in a season of COVID-19. It may shift at a moment's notice. Games might be postponed or canceled, but we're asking for everyone to remain positive, stay patient, don't allow the frustrations of COVID come and interfere with how you view the program and how you deal with what's happening. All right, so we're just going to make all the days that we gather count. So we're going to count it a blessing anytime we meet. You're going to stay up to date by checking your emails frequently, and of course, adding, getting the talking points communication so that you are informed when there has been an email sent out. All right, so we are looking for sponsors to in helping of the purchase of this machine. This machinery essentially allows for volleyballs to be pushed through at a velocity speed that is similar to some of the high level skills and serves and sets that some of the opponents that we'll be facing have. So the cost on Donors Choose for us to reach this goal and to get this machine is $1,692. There is a link on the community side of our website, so it's accessible to all. You could share it with friends and families, business members in the community. If you yourself have a business, you can send me an email, or just, you really don't even have to contact me. You just find the link. It'll point you to the Donors Choose site where you can just get your donation in, and it's all tax deductible. All right. If you have a business in mind and you want me to contact them, feel free to just send me their information and I will do so. All right. Again, we just want to thank you all for joining us today. Those that are watching the re-recorded message, thank you. And we know that the future of this program is very bright. I'm very excited to be starting my second year coaching and being the head coach for this program, and we just trust and believe that you are on board fully and you're committed and we're ready to work together. Now, we are on social media. So here is our handles for Instagram, Twitter, and then of course we have a Shiloh Volleyball YouTube channel where in the future you'll be able to access game film and other events that we have. All right. So before this Friday, we need all parents and members to become members on our website. We also need players, if they have not already done so, to give us the t-shirt and fitting form, fill that out. That was sent out last Friday. We also need parents to sign up for a committee. That will be on the members sign up page. And last but not least, we just want everyone to be in great anticipation for what is coming this season. So just keep us in your prayers, and hopefully all goes well for us to have nothing hinder us from having a season this year. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.